Okay, so good morning and good evening, everybody, and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 23, I guess. Yes, 23 or 24, I guess, somewhere. Okay, and today we are going to pick up another topic that is part of admin journey. Okay, and this topic is relatively simple, easy, but from the examination perspective, one or two questions can come from this as well. But again, I cannot say it will not come. It can come because it's a relatively topic has been considered in the admin part. So if you see that we have done a lot of things in ServiceNow till the date. Table creation, field creation, then we done SLAs, portal, catalog item, catalog categories, and I can say portal creation and all the things. In the major part, we have done CMDB. We completed a few days yesterday only. Now the thing is that let's say I book an order from any of the website. Okay, once I done the payment, I receive a email, right? I receive an email immediately. Hello, Mr. XYZ. Thank you for connecting with us. The order has been booked. And once that order has been dispatched, then also you get a message and you get a email. Once that order is out for delivery, then also you get a message or a email. So today we are going to be discuss that how this email triggers or how this email functionality work in ServiceNow. So in ServiceNow, this concept has been named as the email notification. Specifically, I'm saying email notifications. Okay, till the Tokyo release, ServiceNow allowed us to enable the email in the PDI as well. It means that I can receive the email from my PDI. If I want to be configure something, I will receive the email from my PDI. But in the last, I guess, November, December, there's an article came and they stopped this functionality. Because there are some instances has been captured where people are sending unauthorized or undocumented information, which is something on the personal, but with the support of this configuration, some information going out, which is not good. Maybe some other security related objections has been came and ServiceNow stopped this particular functionality. But I will tell you that how the email accounts can be configured, and then we will see that how the emails can configured. So like for the SLA, we have three things, right? Start, stop, pause, and reset. So in the email also we have three things. If I want to send a letter to Shabrish, I need Shabrish address, number one. I need the content which I'm going to put in the letter, and number three, when this letter should go out. So in email notification, we have these three things: when to send, whom to send, and what it will contain. But before that, when my customer purchase ServiceNow instance from the ServiceNow, I have to give a service. I have to give the email exchange server or email server to ServiceNow so that they can configure that particular part. Let me show that how it's be look like, or what we are talking here. Sorry. Okay. You receive email on your phone, right? On the Gmail or Yahoo or whatever provider or whatever domain you have, you receive an email. And also you are able to send an email from your mobile phone or the laptops. How what is the protocol it is used to send and receive the email? It use SMTP and POP3. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol and POP3. Simple mail transfer means when I want to send an email from my email box to you, then this protocol work. If anybody who is from the networking background, I'm sure this concept everybody read or study in their college life or in their studies time period. Okay, that is the one thing. POP3, when I want to receive any email from other email ID, then this protocol work. Protocol means rules or regulations, a systematic way to do this part. Okay, so now if I go here and I'll search for the emails. I'll go in the system definition. This one, system mailbox, and I will configure the email account. See, if I want to receive any email, then I need a email server. If I want to get any email, I need an email server. So before I can say, let me try on Shabrish Pro account if it's working. Yeah, okay, now let me show you here. Good, because it is still on the Utah. Sorry, it is still on the Tokyo. Let me see, because in my last batch, when I was on the Tokyo release, I was able to show this thing. No. So now ServiceNow remove the test servers from here. So what we have to do or what we do when we purchase ServiceNow instance, we give these server details to ServiceNow guys or ServiceNow support team, and they configure two type of server for us. One for receiving, second for getting. Okay. It says your email property disabled. We will do that part later. So what they say, let's say I want to be go for the receive. It means SMTP. Sorry, I want to be do send. So I'll use SMTP. Password I'll put my server detail because I don't have any server as of now, so we cannot configure it. What is the authentication? What should be the email ID that customer receives? So you notice that there's an email came, no reply, kind of this. @xyz.com. So this no reply is coming from this particular label. Okay. See, when sending to this part. Or if you want to show something from the from, like I want to show that it is coming from HR AutoConnect. Instead of showing this, I can show this to my customers. Because we don't have any server available here, let's say, because it will ask the username password. We don't have any username password. Let me try. Okay, and market executive. Let's say admin, and let's say submit it. It work or not? It will not work, I'm sure, because it will fail for this authentication. Oh, wow. Good. Same way I can do for the receiving as well with the type POP3. So I can say receive admin active admin. Okay, and port basically 80, port number 80, we did go for this part. Generally, this two configuration which we're doing, it is a one-time activity and it will be done by the ServiceNow support team. You can give them access, you can give them a server details and they can configure it for you. Now it is not showing any error here because it is not checking the detail. Okay. Hostname admin is not allowed. Okay, good. So now as we are on the PDI and from the latest release Tokyo release service now stop this functionality. So I'm not getting any test server. But let's see what this property includes. Let's go here and click on the email properties. This is what we are speaking here. Until unless this box, so it has a outbound and it has a inbound. So in the ServiceNow world, nobody work like send and receive. They say inbound means something is coming to you. It's coming in the ServiceNow. Outbound means something going out from the ServiceNow. This is what they call it. If anybody want to receive, then outbound email. Sorry, yeah, want to send, then outbound email. Something want to become inside, then inbound email. Let's say I make a true this part and make a true this part. It will not, anything will not work. I know, because we don't have a server available. Now, one thing important, if you see this line, send the email to this test email address. Say, Shabrish is building his own new house now. Okay, he's in a city and he is constructing his own new house. And that house will take approximately 6 months to be ready. And Shabrish can move in that house. Till the time he says, if any letter or any bill, any communication anybody want to do, he can give some other person address, maybe his friend address, maybe his father address he can give. This is what it's saying. It means whenever we are in the dev or test or UAT environments, these email should go to, let's say, atul.grover@lng.com to this address. Why? Because if I did not put the any alias here, any other address here, then everybody start getting email from the service now. Let's say I am doing a testing and I put caller name as Akshad. I'm still in the testing phase. Akshad get an email. Oh, I did not raise the incident. Who raised this on my behalf? He get confused. So to avoid that confusion, only and only in the non-production instances, we write some email address. It can be a shared mailbox. It can be one person mailbox. Anything you can do it here. This is important point from the interview perspective and from the understanding perspective. Now, when you want to send an email, you can append the time zone as well. OK. This is important once again. Let me do one thing. Let me stop sharing and let me show you an email. OK, let me open my mailbox and try to show you something. I don't have any email. Wow. Come on, I have some emails. All email. No, unfortunately, I don't have. Let me see something here if I have. No, I don't have that email, guys, in my system as of now. But let's go here. Let me close this Gmail and share my screen again. OK, so now let me open this in another window and show you something more. Here you can see that emails are going out or not. Go to the email logs. OK, and let's open this. It means that anything which will any record on which we are working and that has email configuration, email are going but stuck in the logs section. It is not going out, actually it's stuck in the logs section. And what it says that create a visible watermark in sent email. This is very much important and this can be required on the CSC examination as well. Let me show you that how a email look like. Okay. See this one. This is called the watermark. This is called the watermark. Okay. They are saying that whenever you send an email, do you want to show this to user or not? I said if I say yes, then it will be visible. If I say no, then it will not be visible to the users. This one. Let me remove this. I said no. It will be there, but it will not be available for users to see. Why? Because I give one example. Let's say you receive any letters. Nowadays, there's no letters we receive. Generally, we receive credit card bills or some reports kind of things. Okay, let's say you receive a letter from any of the agency or any of the store kind of things. In the background of that envelope, they always mention that if undelivered, please return on this particular address. This is what this watermark says. But it is not undelivered. It says if a customer reply back on this incident or this email, then how ServiceNow will understand that it is a new email or the old email which any user reply. So we says that watermark should be there. You want to show or not, that is up to you. This is the one point. So I say no. After that, these two parameters, these two are properties again. These are the properties from the SMTP protocol perspective. Nothing to be changed here, nothing to be worried here. Standard one which we can use it. Now it says resend email when server return unknown SMTP error. Try to be sent again and again and again if I'm getting unknown error codes. If I'm getting other than these error code, still want to resend? I said yes. And the rows who can see send and receive email in the activity formatter. So I'm talking about this thing. See here they're saying that with this property that who can see the emails, this email will get recorded in this particular area as well. I know that it's not look good because the things has been changed now in the PDI as well. When it was working, we are able to see that part. So let me add the admin, and these are the roles I'm saying. That if a user has these role or any user who has any of this role, he or she can see the email in the send and receive format here. This is what about the property for the outbound. Clear everybody? Don't get confused. It is a one-time activity and will be done only by can be done by architect only. So nothing to be worried on that part. That do we need to make a change every time? No, but we should know that how and from where these things has been working. Now, if I update this, let me save this here. Good. And now let me try to reload this page as well. Yes, property updated. Let me try to reload this page. Okay, it's working good. Just purpose to see that I'm able to see the email receive or not. No, okay, it's loading, still loading. No, it is still not showing here. Maybe for the new incidents, it will show. But it will show only when email has been going out. Or it should show actually in the this part. Not sure why it's not be showing at point of time in this particular section. Let me try to do this thing.
Can you try to refresh this page, Atul?
I tried. Let me try to create a new one. Okay. Okay. Save. No, it is not showing here. Maybe that property. Okay. Now, okay, this property is also on, right? Should show. Logically, it should show. Not sure why it's not showing. Maybe its server is not configured, so it is not showing that particular part at point of time. Okay. Email account created and modified email account table. That's fine. Okay. Now let's come to the inbound part. Now technology is so vast, so change. Let's say I don't have a contact number of the customer care. What I will do, I'll just write an email to the customer care and immediately I get a response. Your incident has been created. We will reach out to you in the next 48 hours or the 48 working hours. This is for the inbound. But in this discussion, two things are important. Number one, I am sending an email, and number two, how the incident get created from my email. Again, due to this non-server availability, we cannot do that. We cannot test that part, but we will discuss that concept as well, that how it working. So it says when you receive any email, do you want to receive an email? I said yes. How to identify that you are receiving an email? If that email contain these words, RE for the reply, AR again for the reply, R accepted tentative. These are for the meeting invites case. If you want, you can add more fields or more prefixes as per your requirement, but generally as a standard email, only these things are be available. Or it should contain forward, FW or FWD. If these two things contains, then ServiceNow understand, okay, this is the email which already has been sent out from me and now I'm receiving the update on the same. Now the question comes, if an email does not contain the watermark, then what will be or what will happen? In this case, it will be considered as a new email and incident or the change or the case or the problem will be created, which has been defined as per the workflows. Okay, this is again important. Now, one more thing. Again, we cannot do this part. Let's say Garima is not part of our group, but she sent an email to my instance. So this property says if any user, if any person who is sending an email to me on my instance, shall I create that user account as well in the system? If you say yes, then good. If you say no, then not. Generally, few of the companies, few of the industry, few of the customers follow this. Yes, I want to be created because their customer base is so heavy. But few of say no. So if you want, you can go through my batch 10 videos, batch 10 playlist. I'll give you the videos as well to see that how practically it works, because in that I am able to show when I send an email, when I receive an email, how it's be working. So you get a little bit more idea. Please go through that part. It is good to get a actual hands-on on that part. And I cannot do anything here because it is blocked by ServiceNow only. Now, one more thing. I want that if any user sending an email to my instance, then it should be a trusted domain. Like let's say if someone send me email with the @XYZ, maybe it's a hacker, maybe send XXX, maybe send 3Z, maybe send ABXYZ. These are not the trusted domain, but if I get an email which has ending with the outlook.com or gmail.com, yahoo.com, yahoo.co, go UK, go in, these are considered as a trusted one. So I can put here trusted domains, but that if anything which I'm mentioning under servicenow.com should be considered as a trusted, otherwise no. If you say no, for me everything is trusted, then put a asterisk here. It means now I'm accepting every type of email in my instance. It can be XXX, it can be XYZ, it can be DDX, YYX, anything I can accept it. So this is again from the company security perspective, from your customer security perspective, we have to be take care that what are the trusted domains. Like in some of the companies, LinkedIn is not considered as a trusted domain. They have blocked it. YouTube is not a trusted domain. They have a ban it or the blackout that part. So we have to be consider very carefully that what are the trusted domain, and this thing as a developer, nothing to be worried. This is a work of the consultant to get update from the customer and the security team that what are the trusted websites, trusted domains which they want to put it here. So now if I click on save, this part has been done. Question, any doubt, any clarification? No question, no doubt, no clarification. Okay, chalo. Now this is the first part. Second part, how we can configure. Now you're able to see this email, right? Atul, how this picture is coming, how this has been written. So to do this part, we'll go for the word called notifications. Under the system definition, go for the notifications. And now you will see as we have out of the box SLA, in the same manner we have the out of the box notifications as well. This is your homework now to go and check the notifications has been configured on the incident table, on the task table, on the request table, or other table. So like if I say incident table, show matching. Total 22 email has been configured on the incident table. Now let's create a new one. Even though it will not work, but we can still try, no problem. Let me reload this page. Sometime it take time to be show it here as well. Okay. Now, as we discussed, this is important point from the examination perspective and from the interview perspective. What are the three activities happen on the notification? When to send, who will receive, and what it will contain. No, it is still not showing. Maybe we have to be update the system property as well, possibly. Okay, so now I'll put the name. I say incident created LNG. On which table you want to put? I want to put on the change table. Let's say, okay, let's say I'll put change table, change underscore request. Here, and let me change this name, LNG change. This is a category important. I'm sure you remember that when we are discussing about this profile and click on the preferences, we go for the notifications as well. Oh, that's nice. This is something I guess ServiceNow enable this. Enable or disable notification, allow notification system, custom. Maybe that's the good one. Wow, that's nice. Okay, earlier it was not there, and this is the next experience where you want to show the on the top like this. Okay, come this side. Now what we're saying that I want to categorize. Let's say I told to my wife that if you receive any letter which is from the bank, put on my desk. Any letter which is for the housing part or maybe some committee or municipality part, put on the right side drawer. I'm categorizing it. In the same manner, we can categorize this as well. What is the categorize means? Let me show you. So these many categorization. Like if I say in our mobile phone, when you purchase a mobile phone, you have a different folders. One folder for the Gmail, which contains YouTube, Gmail, Maps. One folder is for the games, which is given by a mobile company by default. A folder which contain the music kind of apps. What are these? These all are the categorization. So when I am getting the notification, I can categorize that this notification for the ITSM. Or let's say this is for the incident. Nay. Yeah, incident communication. Let's say this one. And this categorization and this preferences has a relationship. This is homework for you guys. Click on this advanced preferences and you can do your work easily. Wow, that's very nice. This was not in the previous release. Let me see here. See, workspace and the core UI. So now they remove the core UI and ServiceNow introduce the next experience. That's really nice. So these are the things which is coming from system. Notification to start using ML, machine learning. Solution training failure, custom notification, delivery channel notification. Workspace notification, SMS kitne hain, instant message kitne hain, and you can do this part. Click on this add, where you want to receive those particular emails. I guess they remove this functionality that I can make a choice here now. This one, appointment bookings, approval messages. So on the basis of your persona, or basis of your role, you can see the options here. Something new which has been ServiceNow introduced in the Utah release. Really good. I saw first time. This is the reason that when we get the new release, this is the way that we explore and we get to know new things. You can notice here, like this instance is on the Tokyo and they have a like this channel, primary channel, create personal channel, but here they don't have the concept called the channel. I don't think they have a concept of the channel. See, and if you go here, still nothing. Delivery channel, email, primary email like this. Next experience, you want to see something like this. But I guess in this area they are not allowed to be select the preferences here. Show banner and all these are the old one. Nothing much to be show here. Top right, top left kind of things. But this is a good one. Okay. So now this category help a user to make it on the categorization part. Now these things are the important. When to send, important. But now let's say Garima is getting married. Her marriage has been decided and it is on the month of May. Garima will not send the card now itself. It's a before 15-20 days I'll send the card. So this say when you want to send, and it has a two option. You want to, oh sorry, three option. You want when a record inserted in the system or updated. Number one. Inserted means when I save, when I create a new record, you want that time to send the email, then select this option. Or if I update, if I reply or if I comment something on this, then you want to send the notification, then you can click update. If you say update, if you select this, you can select either insert, either update. If you want to put any condition, you can put that email ID, short description should contain this or that or XYZ you can do. That's the number one part. Second part, event. What is event specifically? Sometime, let's say, when we were in school, it is required that a student need to have a 75% attendance. Let's say one person did not go for school for the 2 days. One day, then that's fine. Second day also he did not go to school. Okay, little bit worry for the teacher. Third day again the student did not go to school and mark as absent. Fourth day, teacher send a email or teacher call to the parents. Your kid is not coming to school. What is the reason? This is event has been fired. They are noticing and they found that this student is not coming from the last 4 days. So they call to the parents. Why this particular student or why your kid is not coming to the school? He's sick, he's not well, he's not at home, anything wrong happen at home. All these things. This is called the event. And if you click on the event, you can see ServiceNow provided lots of event here. Lots of event. Again, I'm not going to be deep dive in the events because this is separately concept. But if you want to read, you can right click and go to the table name. This is the table. Go and check these events. And last, trigger. If something happened, then only. Like here in UK, every house has a fire alarm. If there's a smoke, the alarm start beeping, pee, 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 all the things. This is what the triggering option is there. Generally, we use, if I'm creating for the customer, I use this particular option. Now, who will receive? If I want, let's say I want to send a letter to Shabrish, but in the Shabrish family, total 5 people are there. Mom, dad, Shabrish, his wife and sister. I have to be addressed specifically that this letter belongs to Shabrish. So I can put the users. If I want to address for a specific user, then I will put the username here. Let's say Shabrish. But now Akshata, the question, Atul, I am booking or I am ordering something on the Amazon or the Myntra. Then why Shabrish name should come? It should take my name. If you are ordering, it should take your name. If Garima is ordering, it should take Garima name. In that case, we use this field. What this mean? It says on the table you are raising a request. You're adding this mapping. I will see that which fields are available. I said in the change, I want to send an email to requested by, assigned to, and there is no color, requested by, opened by. These 3 users should get. Now, what is the value of this in these 3? They will get an email. If it is Akshat, Akshat will get email. If it is me, I'll get an email. The same thing you can go for the group as well. I want to send this email to batch 11. Okay. But Atul, I want to send the multiple groups. Then go here, and search for the assignment group list, or let's say assignment group. Or you can say any approval group is there, approval as well. And subscriber means if I mark this, then user will get an email every time from this particular activity. And now last, what it will contain. My letter is ready. I know it should go to Shabrish. Okay, I know when to send. Now what that letter must contain. भाई कुछ लिखोगे तभी काम होगा, right? So now here I will mention the subject LNG letter, and this is the mail body, and here you can write anything. Now again Akshat, other question. Atul, when I place any order, I got an email. It says, hello Akshat, hello Shabrish, hello Ujjwal, hello Garima, hello Pulkit, hello Priyanka. I want that whenever any user is raising a record, this email body should contain that particular name. So what we can do, this is called the variables. These are not the fields, these are the variables here. So I'll go here and I click here and I say what name I want. I want opened by, or let's say opened by लेते हैं चलो. MNOPOO opened by. So now like this. Let's say save this. Okay, done. Now let's go and there's a change. Email will not go out, that's fine, but we can still see in the email logs that email is going out or email has been created or not. Okay, requested by, let's say requested by Shabrish. Okay, and here I mention, and let's click on the, let's say assignment group, I put change, and assign to I put change manager, because we have configured this thing. Let's say save, and this is my email, the chain number. Now what I will do, I'll go here and open the email logs again and will search for the subject में तो होगा नहीं वो, right? Because what we have, what is the subject for our this thing? Subject is LNG. So now I'll go here and I search for the LNG. As of now there is a no email has been triggered. Maybe it take little time to be trigger it. Let's see, do we have everything which we mentioned in the email records? LNG, yes. Who will receive? Yes. When will be sent? Insert or updated? Yep. Means conditions are matching. That's fine. Let me reload my page again. And don't worry, sometimes it take time to send the email. Let's go here again and subject. No, it's still not showing to me. Maybe again the reason can be anything, due to properties not available or some other reason. Let me click on the all again. So last is on the 20th Jan. Now you can see. But the question is that why hour is not get created. Question is that, right? See, email get generated, but why hour is not triggering. Let's see why our email notification not trigger. Did we save it? No, we did not save it, yaar. Now it's done. Now let's get a new change. Let's say batch 11 and let's say Deepak, and let's say Akshat. And now let's go here and search for the LNG. Why I'm searching for the LNG? Because in my email notification, I have a subject called LNG, and now you can see. Open it. So now you can see here. It go to Ujjwal, Ravish, and other guys. Why? Because these guys in that group has a email ID mentioned in their user profile. How it will look like? Open this preview. See, opened by System Manager. We said opened by, right? It should show opened by. So opened by System Manager. That isn't it showing here. But this email go out Shabrish and batch 11. Shabrish is email ID is not showing, or Shabrish is not showing here. Why? Because maybe he don't have a email ID in his user profile. So the reason it is not available there. But if we have a server, then these email you're going to receive in your Gmail IDs as well, or the email ID which you mentioned in your profiles. Okay, now still Akshay has a question. Atul, in the incident one which you showed to us has a photo as well, image as well, and many things as well. But here we are getting very old fashioned, or I can say not a structured format. See, so what they have to do, or what we have to do, we have to be update this. You can add a image here. Let me add an image here. Let's say this. See, so now it will be show like this to us. If you want to add any text here, let's say I want to be add activity due, I want to be add additional comments, approval history, cap, closed by, works note, company, anything you want to add, you can add it here. That's not an issue. So it is up to you that what you want to be add and save. Also, before you go for the actual or you create a record, you can check the preview in the preview notification as well. So you can see it's showing as a blank because they people don't have any email address in their profile. Now it will be shown like this to me. You can see, right? So it is up to you. One thing which is important that if you notice this thing is coming. Unsubscribe notification preferences. It is coming from this particular template. Let's say I want to send a letter to all my participants till the date till now. Let's say I teach 100 or 200 people till now. I want to send an email. So what I will do, I will make a template. Date, time, to, from. So in this as well, you can make a template easily. You can make your own template. Let me show that what does this template contain. So there's a no subject because it says subject I'm going to pick up from here. But if you say subject also, let's say hello my LNG world, then this subject will come instead of this will. Okay. It says how the message should be look like. I said show this thing as well. SMS if you want to send. And if you want to put any field here, you can add it. Okay, nothing is there. Good. And click on the save here. And now I'll just go here and click on the preview notification. Or let's say I'll go here in the email. And I'll just open the preview email. Let me reload this page because we have changes this thing template in the background. It's still showing. Maybe I need to create a new one. Let's create a new one. Okay, so for the this one as well, update as well, we are using this and save. Oh, nice. Something new. Niyuta. That's nice. Sidebar discussions. Follow. Okay, let's go here and close this. Go to email logs again. And now the second one has been done. LNG letter. Why it's showing the same subject line even though I've changed the subject? Let me click here. So now you can see it is showing work notes. Why work notes? Because we added that. And it is still showing the same thing. Not sure why it's not be overwriting this subject. Some reason can be there. But in short, you can see here that these are the changes can be done on the part of the notifications. Clear everybody? Any doubt? Any question? Let's say, do we have this functionality here as well for the change? And you open. Or maybe I have activated some plugins, not sure. No, they don't have any functionality called follow and all these things. Good. Okay, guys, any doubt, any question, any clarification required? So now the last point which has been pending here is, let's say if I send an email to ServiceNow or my instance, okay, and a incident get created. This concept is called the inbound action. It's called the inbound action. How it works? Let me show you here. Inbound actions and in this part. It's up to you. You want to create an incident, you can create. You want to create a change, you can create. You want to create a problem record, you can create. Up to you what you want to do with the inbound action. Like what is inbound action? In short, if I say that if someone knock the door, I always welcome them and greet them. This is an inbound action, irrespective it is old, young, kid, what type of person that is. I open, I greet it. In the same manner, ServiceNow say I have the inbound action. Let's say I show you for the incident. This is what the default ServiceNow says. And when this work, when there's a no watermark available on the email. Okay. It says name of the inbound action and on which table you want to do. Incident, change, problem, request, knowledge. The only drawback here is I'm really feeling sad now that we don't have any test server available for the email, so we cannot do the more practical part here. But again, my preference, you can go to my batch 10 or batch 9 playlist and check it, the email topics, and go through that part. You will get the actual feel that how it's work, or what I'm teaching you can relate easily. So it says on which table you want to do. I said here, and you want to record or reply. No, I said I want to be record the action. What happened with the reply? Let's say I receive any email and I want to be auto reply. In that case, it works as a reply, but I want to just record it. So Again, 3 points: when to run and what to do with the email. When to run means when the type is either new or reply or forward. If there's a no watermark and email subject does not contain REAWFWD, then it should be considered as a new. Okay. Then only email, or I will create an incident where the user has some specific rule. Generally, we don't mention this. I want any user who's sending an email to ServiceNow, the incident should get created. So we'll make it as a false here. Order in which sequence. Let's say I have a 5 inbound action on the incident table. What should be triggered first? I can put a sequence here, and from, if Atul send only, then it should work. Like say you invited me at your house and you told to the guard on the main gate, my friend Atul is coming. If anybody say his name is Atul, please bring him directly to my house. This is what you can put from. Generally, these two we make it as a blank only, not as a specific. If you want to put any condition that a email ID should, or I can say short description should contain this, description should contain this, or X or Y, Z, you can do that part. ये तो हो गया prerequisite, that if I am getting any email, if these condition things, then what to do here. This is important. Again, this is mainly on the, I can say, on the scripting part, but nothing to be worried. Here I have two options. Number one, I can choose the field here. What I'm doing in the script is that, see, now if I send an email contain mainly 3 things: recipient, or I can say 4 things: recipient, to whom I'm sending, sender, who is sending, subject, and the mail body. These 4 fields I have to be mapped in the service now. So what I'm saying, that email subject should be mapped to the incident ka short description. Okay. Email original body, see, email body should be go to the comments section, and category should be put as a inquiry by default. Put the incident in the new state default, and put the contact type as an email. So if you go here again, I cannot show you practically, but let me give you the things. Let's say I send an email to ServiceNow. Then the description will be go here, and the email body will go here, and this thing by default will be email, and this thing by default will be inquiry. So these two are the configuration which you are able to see here. See, so nothing is magic here, guys. It is all configuration. You will learn eventually when you go in the system, you will learn. It says if sending an email, if that email contain a high importance, then make it as a P1. See up to what level ServiceNow giving me as a default things. Make it as a high, otherwise make it as a leave and insert the record. These things you can do in this field section as well. Let's say I want to say short description should be matched with the, should be go for the subject from email or to email. I said from email. Okay. I said inquiry, sorry, category. From email, put inquiry. So these things which you done in the coding part, you can do in this thing as well. It is your way of thinking. So this concept we are going to be discuss. Concept means this portion, that what to do. Should we write the script or should we go for the out of the box drag and drop option? We will discuss in the scripting session the next week, Monday onwards. Okay, so you can do this thing as well, but the point is that either this will execute, either this will execute. As per my experience, if you're mentioning both the fields or both the columns or both these sections, the precedence go for the this option, not to this option. So let's say if I want to show a POC to my customer and I'm not a developer, I'll prefer to go by this way. That boss, if you send an email, it will be work like this only. This is the concept of the inbound email action. Unfortunately, we cannot demo it. I cannot demo it to you because of non-availability of the servers. But if you want to get the flu or get the thing that how it's working, you can go for the batch 10 or batch 9 videos. In every in before batch 10 or up to batch 10, you will get everything. In that you will see this practical experience as well, that how the email is working, how the comments are updating or not, all the things. Any doubt, any question, any clarification, guys? Good. So let me stop the recording and take a quick attendance now.